In the headlines, police continue to investigate the murder of a Rocky Mount man found dead at a mobile home park. 4 men are accused of breaking into a still constructing Rocky Mount High School. The fate of an Edgecombe County chairman has yet to be told after he was arrested this month. And Rocky Mount closes its summer movie series in one more night. These stories and more coming up on NewsBreak starting now.
From WHIG-TV, this is NewsBreak 31. Now, here's Marie Torres.
Hello and thanks for tuning in to WHIG-TV NewsBreak, your voice in the community. I'm Marie Torres. 4 men are accused of breaking into a still constructing Rocky Mount school. According to police, nearing midnight Monday, the suspects 26-year-old Michael Beeman of Stantonsburg, 31-year-old Michael Yelverton of Fremont, Snow Hill residents, 25-year-old Mitchell Alanis, and 45-year-old Timothy Grant allegedly broke into the Rocky Mount Senior High School on Bethlehem Road. Officers responded when the school's burglary alarm went off. A canine unit was used to track the suspects down. All 4 are charged with felony breaking and entering, felony conspiracy, possession of burglary tools, and larceny after breaking and entering. They were issued $12,000 secured bonds each and were transported to the Nash County Jail. Rocky Mount police believes they've solved several cases of stolen cars in downtown. Monday evening, they were able to track down a suspect, 49-year-old Clarence Earl Mitchell, who police say they caught driving a woman's vehicle she reported missing that evening from the Rocky Mount train station on Coastline Street. Initially, he was charged with larceny of a motor vehicle, while investigators say they were reviewing similar theft cases. Yesterday, Rocky Mount police say they found the link and are charging Mitchell with 12 additional counts of larceny of motor vehicle and 1 count of larceny of auto parts for 7 cases in 2010 and 6 cases that occurred this year. A man and woman face larceny charges. A witness reported to police this week that 32-year-old Antoine Hines was crawling underneath a house on 801 Arlington Street. Officers responded to also observe the suspect crawling from back under the house with 31-year-old Kieta Spite, allegedly leaving with property. Both suspects were charged with felony larceny and were each issued $5,000 secured bonds. And police continue to investigate the murder of a Rocky Mount man found dead at Duke's mobile home park. Last week, Rocky Mount police say they found 56-year-old James Lynch Richardson laying in the doorway of his residence on 2160 Raleigh Road, Lot 8. Pitt County Medical Examiner's Office in Greenville says an autopsy determined Richardson's official cause of death as multiple stab wounds and blunt force injuries. If anyone has information into this crime, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers at 252-977-1111. When we return on NewsBreak, a new business is welcomed in Wilson, and many are waiting to see what will happen to a longtime politician who was arrested this month. These stories and more right after these words.
Country Inn & Suites is your home away from home with a staff that always treats you as family. If you or your church or company has visitors, give them a great Rocky Mount welcome with a special discount on their overnight or extended stay. Not only is the Country Inn & Suites a comfortable place, we'll spoil them with fresh cookies and complimentary breakfast. We are filled with luxuries like an indoor pool, fitness center, and a guest laundry. The business center includes a boardroom, connection to high-speed internet, and catering for meetings is always available. Call me, Donna Chavis, at 252-442-0500 for a tour and or to set up your corporate rate. You're always welcome as family in the Country Inn & Suites, Rocky Mount.
Welcome back to WHIG TV Newsbreak. I'm Marie Torres. There's no word yet on if the chair of Edgecombe County's Board of Commissioners will resign after his arrest earlier this month. August 4th, 73-year-old Chairman Leonard Wiggins was among 10 arrested in 3 Wake County raids. He was charged with misdemeanor gambling. Wiggins reported his arrest during this month's commissioners' meeting where he also apologized. At this point, many on the board have expressed their support for the chairman. County Commissioner Donald Boswell told Rocky Mount Telegram reporters that he was not aware of any statute in the county's charter that would warrant Wiggins' removal from the board, concluding judgment would have to come from the courts. Wiggins is serving his 5th 4-year term on the board and has been chairman since 2007. The county's next commissioners' meeting will be held September 6th. His court date is scheduled for September the 14th.
One, two, three.
Yesterday, Wilson welcomed its newest business to the area, Progenics. Supporters and community leaders expressed their enthusiasm about the business's arrival.
And we continue to strive to be that way, although Bruce thinks we already are sometimes. But there are things we still need to improve, and new business coming to town improves it for everybody. And I think Progenics has an opportunity to really serve the community in a need that's unmet. And also, but I think there's an educational process that has to go with it so people understand exactly what does Progenics do at this facility. But I've learned a little bit talking to one of your doctors, or
Lisa, our nurse.
The nurse back there, who explained a little bit to me what it was about, and it's really kind of exciting technology that's come about. So really we appreciate you being here, and it's really good for the economic conditions of Wilson. Thank you for being here.
We're glad that Progenics is here, and we've been very successful the last 6 or 8 months of getting new tenants and new businesses in, and we'll announce we only have 1 unit left, so if anybody here needs to expand, we have a unit left.
And co-owner and founder Allison Alexander says she is elated to bring these unique services to the Tri-County.
Alexander with Progenics Health Solutions here in Wilson. We're located at 2519 Suite E on Airport Boulevard. We offer bioidentical hormone replacement therapy for both men and women. It is something that you may or may not be familiar with. You may or may not be aware that there are topical creams that most folks are familiar with in terms of hormone replacement therapy. This is an implantable pellet that is placed underneath the skin. It's smaller than a grain of rice, so it's something that you wouldn't feel. The beauty of the pellet is that it consistently releases that hormone into your system. The symptoms or the side effects, if you will, of having a consistent release of hormones and getting your hormones in balance is that you feel like a new person. You probably, as you get older, you recognize that you don't have the energy that you used to have in your 20s. You don't have the focus that you used to have in your 20s, and your libido may or may not be suffering from the lack of hormones. By implanting these pellets, it produces a consistent level of hormones in your body, which allows you to be an active participant in life again, and it is truly life-changing. I have been on the product for 2 years, and I can tell you without a doubt it has been one of the best things I've ever done for myself. We would love to talk to you about it. give us a call, 234-0021. We look forward to talking with you.
Alexander said her husband Ben, and other co-owner Will Lamb joined forces to bring their business to the community. We congratulate them on their opening. And as we go to break, check out these adorable pets that need loving homes. When it's happening to you, you'll hear from us. WHIG TV NewsBreak is reporting on the news, issues, and stories that matter to you. Call us at 252-885-1814. Email us at marie.whigtv@gmail.com or check us streaming live at whigtv.com. We're your voice, ready to bring you the news.
The Country Inn & Suites is your home away from home with a staff that always treats you as family. If you or your church or company has visitors, give them a great Rocky Mount welcome with a special discount on their overnight or extended stay. Not only is the Country Inn & Suites a comfortable place, we'll spoil them with fresh cookies and complimentary breakfast. We are filled with luxuries like an indoor pool, fitness center, and a guest laundry. The Business Center includes a boardroom, connection to high-speed internet, and catering for meetings is always available. Call me, Donna Vachavis, at 252-442-0500 for a tour and or to set up your corporate rate. You're always welcome as family in the Country Inn & Suites, Rocky Mount.
Thanks for staying with us. This weekend, the Rocky Mount Harley-Davidson is receiving loads of motorcyclists who've made the cross-country track to our area. Riders with the Hoka Motorcycle Challenge have already begun riding into Rocky Mount this morning. Starting August 5th in Arizona, the riders have come 12,000 miles thus far and will be arriving through Monday. They will be covering 48 states and Canada, making this the world's greatest long-distance endurance motorcycle event. To track their progress, you can go online to www.hokahaychallenge.com. And it's the final show of the summer, and the city hopes to see you there. This Friday night, beginning at 7 p.m., will be the last of this season's free lawn chair theater. There you can see the movie Rango, rated PG, at the lawn of the Imperial Center on Gay Street. You're asked to come early to get a spot and bring lawn chairs and blankets. The movie will begin at sundown. Now let's take a look at the days ahead in WHIG-TV weather with meteorologist Fred Holtzworth. Fred?
Hello everyone, time to take another look at our Tri-County weather, and a pretty good morning we saw this morning with a low temperature around the mid-60s, and that is a big contrast to what we had about 10 days ago when we were looking at low temperatures in the 80s. So now we'll see that that is going to continue, but we're going to add a little bit of rain to the mixture, probably starting tomorrow afternoon and continuing through Saturday night. Now that's not going to be a total washout, but showers and thunderstorms mainly during the afternoon, and we'll see how that works out if we have a third Saturday in a row with rain. But right now I'm forecasting that we will. Well, let's take a look at our forecast map and we'll see what's shaping up over the country. High pressure over the southeast and chance of showers and thunderstorms down over the peninsula of Florida, and then all the way from northern Georgia up through into Quebec, Canada, right into this area here. A chance of showers and thunderstorms all through here, but you'll notice that that is to the west of us, so we should not see any of that precipitation today. Going farther to the west, we see a stationary front all the way down through the Mississippi Valley, and this will set up some rather strong showers and thunderstorms back over the nation's midsection, the Great Plains here. We could see severe weather from northern Minnesota all the way down through central Missouri, and then from South Dakota all the way eastward into central Iowa. Flash flooding will be a problem in the state of Nebraska, as well as Missouri and a small portion of Iowa right in here. So this entire area here is under the gun for some severe weather today. Going farther to the west, we have the big heat ridge over the Four Corners region. Showers and thunderstorms could break out in that heating, but they will be few and far between. The far west still enjoying fair weather. It's their dry season, and no rain is forecast for that area today. High pressure over the Gulf of Mexico is keeping the Gulf remarkably clear for the month of August. Usually you would see a lot of showers and thunderstorms over the Gulf, but right now high pressure is in control of that region. Well, let's take a look now at our forecast and we'll see what we can expect for today. Sunny with a high of 90 degrees, south wind at 6. Tonight, cloudy with a low of 67 and a south wind at 7. Friday, partly cloudy, chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms with a high of 88, west wind at 6. Friday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms with a low of 68 and a south wind at 5. Saturday, chance of showers and thunderstorms during the afternoon with a high of 91, southwest wind at 6. Saturday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms with a low of 69. For Sunday, sunny, 92 degrees will be the high, and Sunday night partly cloudy with a low of 70. And then as the work week starts again on Monday, partly cloudy with a high of 91 and a low of 70 on Monday night. Our high temperature yesterday, 89 degrees. Our low this morning, 64. And the extremes for this date, 103 was the warmest temperature over the past 30 years. That occurred in 1988. And the low, 54 degrees, 1979. Now looking at the extremes for yesterday across the country, 114 degrees in Bullhead City, Arizona, and 28 degrees was the low in West Yellowstone, Montana. The most rain reported yesterday was 1.42 inches. That occurred in Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota. And that's a look at your Tri-County weather. Now back to you.
Thank you, Fred. And with us now in sports is Edward Green. Tell us what's the latest, Edward.
Well, Marie, we've got a lot of great stuff going on. We're finally starting to get to that transition point, and even though kids might not necessarily be back in school right now, I know a lot of them are getting ready to, and we're going to kick things off Friday with some fun.
All right.
All right. Well, Friday, an entire off-season of preparation and a summer of hot and difficult workouts give way to what these high schoolers have been working towards, their first game of the season. Now, WHIG is starting off its high school football coverage Friday with two-time defending state champion Tarboro squaring off against the Nash Central Bulldogs, who came on strong at the end of last season. Now, the last two seasons, these teams have opened up with each other, with Tarboro blanking Nash Central each time. And I spoke with Bulldogs coach Kevin Crudup earlier about what he is looking for against the Vikings this go-around, as well as the differences he has noticed in the team since becoming the head coach in the 2008 season.
Tarboro is we got to put points on the board. The last 2 years they shut us out, and we too good of a team to be shut out by anybody. Now we got with Jalen and Greg and Phillip Jones, PJ Jones at receiver, we should be able to score points. Now, can we score enough points to win? And that's debatable, but we shouldn't be shut out by anybody. So that's the key to beating Tarboro. We got to put some points on the board and make them play 4 quarters instead of playing 2.5. A little bit more school spirit, and a little bit more confidence in the kids have a little bit more confidence in their abilities. That's one of the things that we keep preaching, like, hey, you are good, you are special, you can play this game, it ain't nobody better than you. Stuff like that. We're trying to give them a swagger that they once didn't have because of the identity. There was no identity at Nash Central because we kind of scrunched between Rocky Mount, Northern, and Southern Nash. All our parents graduated from one of those 3 schools, or even the Wilson County schools. So therefore, kids don't grow up like the Tarboro kids, growing up wishing and wanting to play Tarboro football, and then their uncle played and their granddaddy played and their daddy played. We don't have that yet, so we're trying to build that identity where it's that, hey, Nash Central is a special place to be. Nash Central can win a lot of football games. Nash Central can be an elite program in the state. So, and we're building, we're getting there. It's going to take some time though.
And that is one of many games on the docket this week. We do have 2 other inter-area matchups taking place as Southwest Edgecombe travels to Southern Nash and Bedingfield goes to Northern Nash. Now elsewhere, Rocky Mount travels for the first of 3 straight road games. This one will be at Bunn. Fike heads to Winterville to play D.H. Conley, and defending Big East champion Hunt is going to host Eastern Wayne. Finally, North Edgecombe goes to Robertsonville to play a South Creek team that went winless last season. And all of those games are scheduled for 7:30 Friday night. And you can catch our coverage of Tarboro and Nash Central at 11 Saturday morning and Sunday night after the Stretchline Sports Show. And Marie, this week's episode of the Stretchline Sports Show was actually shot, produced, and edited by none other than our studio guy, Matt Habit.
All right. Great, Matt.
Great
job.
Give our man a little props. He's been working behind the scenes really hard.
He knows what he's doing.
Oh, he does.
All right. Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Edward.
Marie.
That's all for us here today on NewsBreak. We'll see you next week with more news that's impacting the community. For WHIG TV, I'm Marie Torres. Have a great day.